Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for joining me. This is kind of like an unexpected video. I did want to film it, but I don't have my thoughts gathered. But before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment, and follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. You guys, I have not dressed up in a long time, like since our Disney trip, which was almost 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I've just been kind of very lazy. But you know, the other day I was listening to this podcast and it kind of hit home. Like, it was like, you know, when you're so comfortable in your marriage and you kind of only dress up like when you're gonna go out, and then when you're home you're just kind of like in your comfy clothes, which my husband says he likes me better when I'm in my comfy clothes, but I think he likes to see me dress up every so often. Like when we first started dating, I would dress up even just to be at home. Like he would go to work and I would dress up. Like for what? He would get home when it was almost bedtime. But I do want to start dressing up again because it makes me feel really good, and yeah, it's just, I miss it. So I'm gonna be starting to doll up a little bit more. And I did a kind of like little 60s look. As you guys know, pinup is kind of my thing, so I just have so much love for the whole vintage pinup retro look. So this is the look for the day. Actually going to go out to dinner because, guys, tomorrow they are closing restaurants again, and my husband is actually going to stop working. He is a barber, so San Diego has a stay-at-home order, which means barbershops will be closing, so he'll be just working from home. But yeah, that'll be fun. So that's why we decided to go out to eat, just to enjoy getting out for a little bit, because who knows when we'll be able to go out and enjoy like dinner outside and stuff. The reason I actually wanted to do this video was that last night I made a poll on my Instagram asking you guys if I should talk about a topic that I haven't really been open about, which is body dysmorphia. If you don't know what body dysmorphia is, it's basically like when you're never satisfied or happy with your body. Like you just see yourself a certain way and you can't get really past that. And for a lot it might be a little weird, I guess, that you guys will find out that I have that, but I do. And a lot of it has come from about, what was it now, 9 years ago, when I first got divorced from my son's father. That's when I let myself go and I gained those 260 pounds, and I was at that weight, and I kind of didn't care about my image. I stopped dressing up. I was a first-time mom. I was fresh out of high school, so you know, I already didn't do too much makeup fresh out of high school. Like I just, you know, was a teenager, so I dressed very basic. So as soon as I became a mom, I just was in my PJs a lot and gained all this weight. And the reason for my divorce was he cheated on me. And if you guys want to know, he told me that he cheated on me straight up because I deserved it, because I was super fat and I let myself go. So that hurt me so much, and to this day those words are like in my head. I have gone to therapy, not exactly for that, but I have gone to therapy. For those that also don't know, I do have anxiety disorder, and I have OCD, and I'm not gonna say it's just like OCD, like I like everything like facing a certain way. Like, no, I have OCD. When I have a lupus flare-up, I feel anxious and cluttered, and I feel like everything is disgusting, and I have to deep clean my house. I will not stop until my house is bleached and cleaned and organized, and I see no clutter, and everything is in the exact spot that I like it. And then I feel like at ease, like I feel better for some reason. It doesn't matter how much pain I'm in physically, I have to clean. And again, I have anxiety. I used to take medication for it, and I do still have Xanax just in case I have like a panic attack. And it's very rare now that I get them. Or if I have anxiety, I'm able to like control it. So yeah, anyway, back to the whole body dysmorphia. So yeah, anyway, when I first separated from him out of depression and not eating because I was so depressed, I lost about 30 pounds. And, you know, I felt a little bit better, but obviously I didn't lose them the right way. So once I started eating, I gained them right back. Then I lost some weight when I got diagnosed with lupus because of everything I went through, everything my body went through. I went through a induced coma. So during that time, I lost some weight. Then after that, forward, I met my now husband, and I, you know, got comfy again. I started eating. I just, you know, we were going out to eat a lot, like that, like, what is it called? Like honeymoon weight, you know, when you guys are just eating and chilling and eating and chilling, and then you kind of like gain some weight. Well, I gained some of that weight back. And that's when, like, in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, I have a new man. And at that time, I know this might be a different story time, but we got together really, really early in our relationship. Like, we moved in really quick, and we were engaged really quick, and we got married within, I think it was like 6 months of us dating. So that's when I was like, I'm not gonna have this guy tell me the same thing, that I'm fat, that he's gonna leave me. I felt really insecure all the time about my body. Like, even though I was in the whole pinup thing, like, I was still very insecure about my body. Like, I didn't like him to see me, you know, naked, things like that. So I started to lose weight the healthy way. Like, I started working, running, eating really healthy. At the time, I wasn't sure like what was a good diet. I was just eating like vegetables and like chicken and stuff like that. So that's how I lost a lot of my first 30 to 60 pounds, maybe. Yeah, between 30 to 60 pounds was by dieting and running. Then I joined the gym. I learned more about macros. I hit like a plateau with my weight, so I did so much research, and I found out that I was under eating. Obviously, I was only eating like veggies and chicken and like twice a day and stuff. So I found out about macros, and I started, I increased my calories. I started eating more, and that actually made me lose a ton more weight. That's when I hit 130 pounds. So I was super thin. Like, I still had that loose skin that I had, but I had no curves. Like, I did not have a booty. I did not have legs. My arms were like super toned. I had abs. I was between 18 and 20% body fat, and I still saw myself fat. Like, I was strict on my macros, guys. Like, when I tell you I did not eat out, I did not cheat on my diet. It was like, I only had one cheat day, one meal, and it was like on a Saturday. I would enjoy it, and then the rest of the week it was like strict dieting. I counted every single thing that I ate, didn't drink anything but water. So, like, I was very thin, and I still would tell my husband, like, I'm so fat. Like, look at me, I'm so fat. After my cheat meal, look at me, oh my god, I gained all this weight, look at how I look. Like, it just non-stop, guys. Like, I just always picked at myself. When I kind of started seeing girls with like nice booties and nice curves, but like very fit and stuff, I wanted that for myself. And I did my research and I knew that I had to go into a surplus, so I had to overeat. And I'm not kidding, it took me like 6 months to actually like dedicate myself to that surplus. Like, I would eat a lot on one day, and the next day I'd be like, oh my god, I ate too much, I have to work it out. So then what was the point of me trying to increase my calories to grow muscle? Because you need to eat a lot to grow a muscle. So, you know, it was just kind of a waste. Like, I was just teeter-tottering. Like, I kept just not being, like, I was afraid of committing because I knew I was going to gain weight. I knew that I was going to gain more fat. And I was just afraid of seeing that scale number go up. I was afraid of my clothes not fitting. I was like a size 0 to 3 in jeans at that time. I fit in like an extra small. So when I started to gain the weight, I started panicking. Like, I felt disgusting. And I'm a very like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, I'm very confident, but at the same time, I have that little like voice always saying like, no, you're gaining weight. You don't look that good, you know? It's been really tough to kind of ignore it, and I post like my workouts and I post my body, and so many people tell me you look amazing and this and that, but to me, like, it's never enough. So once I, you know, obviously I gained right now from being 130, I think I'm like 160 right now, so it's 30 pounds, and I know a lot of it is muscle, because when I went to my surgery, the doctor told me like, you don't even have fat to take out of your abs, it's just gonna be skin. Like, we're just gonna cut the skin off. You don't have like fat really to be like, oh, we gotta lipo you or something. So it was like a reassurance, like, oh, like, I guess, you know, but I know I've gained so much muscle in my body, and there's always something in my head that's like, what if it's fat? Like, what if it's fat? It's not just muscle. Like, I know, and I know there's fat, obviously. I know, like, my booty has a lot of fat. I know I carry a lot of my fat in my legs. I carry a lot of my fat, like, a little bit in my arms, and I carry a lot in my back. So I just, you know, when I had surgery, and a lot of it also, I want to say, was my loose skin. Like, I always had like that pooch under there, and it was skin. Like, my doctor said it's skin. Like, you don't, like, you just need skin removal, you're not fat. And that always right there, like, I wear a lot of high waist. Being a pinup, I wear a lot of high waist. I just hate seeing that like pooch right there, and it was almost like, freaking A, I work so damn hard at the gym, and I still have that there. Like, it's still there, it's never going away. So that's when I decided to have my surgery, and I got rid of that. And I'm still super swollen, and when I kind of eat unhealthy or have a stressful day, the area, like my abdomen, gets very like swollen. So, and I forgot to mention, with my lupus, I also swell up when I eat a lot of like salty things, greasy things. If I'm in the sun for too long, if I'm stressed out, I swell up, guys. Like, my sports bras will like indent, and I have to like sweat it out and rehydrate, and I retain a lot of water with that. And I recently started taking water pills to help me like not swell up like that. But whenever I would swell up like that, it was mainly always like after like a Disney trip, a vacation, where I kind of ate a little crappy and stuff. And in my head, it was like, oh my god, look at all that weight I gained. Like, holy shit, I have so much fucking fat now. And I would like work out intensely, but it wasn't. It was just my lupus being silly. I've never just been satisfied. And right now I'm working on myself, and I'm working on like, okay, you cut your skin off, you don't have that there, you have to just work it out. But I also don't want to like be on a strict diet. Like, I want to enjoy myself and still take care of myself and enjoy life, you know what I mean? And I'm working so hard, and to get those curves I want by working out and not overdoing it, and eating healthy but still having a balance of enjoyment. So yeah, I mean, body dysmorphia is real, guys, and I know a lot of people suffer from it, and especially a lot of people who lost a lot of weight, and they'll forever see themselves into, like, they're still this big person. And no matter how much weight you lose, in your head you still kind of like think, no, I haven't lost that much weight, like I could lose more. So it's always been like a cycle. And then those words, the whole I cheated on you because you were fat, like that forever has been engraved in my head, and it's something that is so hurtful that 10 years later it's still hurting me, and I'm happily in love with another man, so whatever he did to me, like, yeah, it hurt, but it's my past. It's just those words, and my physical image is still like, I'll insert photos of what I look like. I'm sure you guys have seen it if you guys follow me on Instagram, but yeah, I mean, I'm working on it, guys. I really am. Like, I do feel amazing. Like, I have a flat belly. Yeah, I still have fat in other areas, but I'm working it out. I just feel like I contradict myself. Like, I know, like, damn, I look bomb. Like, yeah, look at me. I look good in my pictures, and I work out, and I'm fit, and this and that, but then there's that little voice, like, no. So, yeah. All you guys who are suffering from that, just really, like, do it the healthy way. If you guys feel like you guys are on this weight loss journey, continue it in a healthy way, but don't overdo it. And I think so many people who lose a ton of weight always get so obsessed with the number on the scale, with a number, or like being a size small, extra small. But we shouldn't worry about that. Like, if we're healthy, take my own advice. Anyways, I know this video is kind of all over the place. I don't even know what it's gonna sound like when I edit it, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know there's people who can relate. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Now I'm gonna go pig out in my delicious dinner. So, bye guys.